That's Jesse Hahn here in the leadoff spot. It's the Mets and Padres here on this Father's Day. And earlier this week, Pete McCarthy had a chance to sit down with Dr. Deepak Kapoor to discuss prostate cancer and how to prevent it.
On this Father's Day, prostate cancer awareness is on the minds of many Major League Baseball players today. Will be wearing blue wristbands to raise awareness about prostate cancer. We're joined right now by Dr. Deepak Kapoor, President and CEO of Advanced Urology Centers of New York. And Doctor, you have the kind of info that can save a lot of lives. First of all, how prevalent is prostate cancer?
Well, first, let me thank you and the Mets for having me out today to share information on this important disease. Prostate cancer remains the most common cancer diagnosed in men, and even today, despite all the advances in diagnosis and treatment, it remains the second leading cause of cancer death. You know, just about 30,000 men will die of prostate cancer this year, which is unfortunately still one man every 30 minutes. And the real tragedy is that virtually every one of those deaths would have been preventable had the disease been caught early enough.
Well, what can men do to make sure that this disease is caught early?
Well, the most important thing for men to remember is that the most common symptom of prostate cancer is no symptoms at all. So the symptoms that people associate with urological diseases, such as urinary problems and things of that nature, they're very nonspecific and are usually indicative of other conditions. By the time prostate cancer becomes symptomatic, it's already spread and can't be cured.
And how can one get tested, and how often should one get tested for this cancer?
Well, we've taken a much more nuanced approach to testing. You know, there was some controversy about screening for prostate cancer in the past, but the most recent data that was the largest screening study ever done, which was published in Europe, just released its updated findings in April. And that showed that, without question, that screening for prostate cancer saves lives, particularly if you start early enough.
And where can one go to get these screenings?
Any urology office can do it. You know, at Advanced Urology Centers of New York, that's www.aucofny.com. We have 55 offices and 120 physicians throughout the New York metropolitan area. But this is a simple blood test and exam that can be done by any provider. Certainly any urologist can do it, but any physician can do it as well. And right around Father's Day is a really important time because, you know, as you mentioned, Major League Baseball, a lot of ball players are taking the time to recognize this. You know, baseball is a generational game. It kind of goes down father to son to daughter. And I know that I used to love to take my kids to ball games. My dad took me to my first ball game when I was younger. And it's really important at Father's Day that we remind the men in our lives, the fathers in our lives, and the fathers to be in our lives that take care of their own health so they can be there for their children as they grow up.
All right, Dr. Deepak Kapoor, thanks so much for this message. And, you know, this kind of work certainly saves a lot of lives and brings a lot of attention to this disease, prostate cancer.
Thank you so much.
On this Father's Day, Advanced Urology Centers of New York reminds you to have the men you love screened for prostate cancer. For more information, visit www.aucofny.com. This is the Nissan Mets Extra pregame show. Glad to have you with us on a picture-perfect day for baseball.